XPeng rose nearly 10% on Friday after news came out that Volkswagen took a stake in XPeng. What's big about this news is that Volkswagen is the largest car company in the world by sales. So big picture, let's look at some big picture levels. We have support down near that $6.50 level. And then we have support now resistance near that $12.50 level. A big support now resistance level at about $18.50. And then you have weekly, I should say weekly sellers at $25. Now, before we continue with the analysis, looking at the weekly and then the daily, let's quickly look at the actual news. So Volkswagen bought a 5% stake in XPeng back in July, and the two companies announced plans to jointly build two new battery EVs. The agreement will also allow XPeng to ride Volkswagen's coattails and participate in joint purchasing of common parts of vehicles and platform, accessing Volkswagen's deeply supply chain to score discounts on needed car parts. Now, during the press release, XPeng had to say that the relationship will help it deliver the best smart EV product to consumer in China. For both companies' products in China, this should be a boon. Both Volkswagen will presumably benefit as well from access to XPeng's EV technology, which it can incorporate in its own EVs, helping both companies grow their business outside of China as well. Now, like all other EV companies, XPeng has struggled to keep pace in the Chinese EV market, characterized by weakening demand and furious price wars, hurting revenue at the company. Through the first 3 months of the quarter for 2023, XPeng revenue declined more than 20% against the similar 2022 period, after rising more than 58% the previous year. Now, the biggest short-term benefit XPeng can probably hope for from the relationship is its access to, again, Volkswagen supply chain and reduce its own cost of production. Long-term investors may also hope that Volkswagen's decision to buy a 5% stake in XPeng might develop into greater interest in taking an even bigger stake in the company down the road. All right, so kind of going back to the charts, this is the weekly chart. And again, we're looking at that support near that $6.50 level. The next resistance is going to come in right above $12. And if we go down to the daily chart, this resistance level at 13 kind of coincides with this 200-day moving average right at $14. Now, a couple things to note. Short-term bottom is in. You can see that your relative strength index is moving higher. You can also see that you have this roundabout, which is also showing you that price has bottomed. And you have several gaps that need to be filled. One at 1050, another at 1175, and then another at 1225. And this is being confirmed by the moving averages. The blue is the 13 and the orange is the 26. You have this bullish crossover. Now, the one thing that's missing is volume. I don't see any huge spikes in volume like we had here. So volume is below average. So can we retest the lows? Definitely. And even if we do, you'll be protected by this support band, again, near that $6.50 level. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.